الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
There are many different religions in the world today. Islam is the second largest religion. It started over the 7th century through a prophet named Muhammad. Muslims believe that the Quran is the word of Allah, or God, and Muhammad is the prophet of God. The 5 pillars of this religion are: no God but Allah, Muhammad is his prophet, 5 prayers a day, fast in Ramadan, which is the holy month of the year and the 9th month of the Islamic year, and the Hajj, a pilgrimage to Mecca that all adults must make at least once in their lifetime.
Some of the typical stereotypes as far as like, well, that it's a violent religion, yet the people that I know who follow Islam aren't violent people. They're very peace-loving.
Peace is one of the principles that Islam has deeply rooted in Muslims. Islam is the religion of forgiveness, love, and peace.
People seem to think that Muslims are terrorists. They also think that Muslims are all sort of the same, but in reality they come from a wide variety of different cultures and countries, so they're different people.
And the other thing that I've been learning too about Islam is that there are lots of different ways to follow Islam. I mean, people have different levels of how they follow it, just like within Christianity, which is my background, that there are lots of different denominations, and Islam has their form of denomination. So there's a lot of variety within Islam. And I mean, within Christianity, there's people who take Christian scriptures and twist them to be violent, and I guess that can be the same thing with Islam.
ISIS relies on a rich Islamic mythology, with citations from Islamic texts, to justify its actions and portray itself as the true heirs of Muhammad. Their propaganda videos use Islam's early history to frame their actions as part of an ongoing conflict with the Crusaders. ISIS's leaders want their followers to believe they are fighting as part of the same religious war.
Muslims are not supposed to treat non-Muslims badly. A good example is Muhammad's actions with his Jewish neighbor. Muhammad had a Jewish neighbor that would harass and annoy him. He took tree thorns and garbage and put them in front of Muhammad's house. Muhammad would only laugh knowing it was his neighbor and throw them away. This continued until the neighbor fell sick and was in bed with a fever. When Muhammad heard about his neighbor's illness and went to visit him, his neighbor asked him how he knew he was sick. Muhammad replied that he didn't find anything on his doorstep. This made the Jew weep bitterly because of the good morals of the prophet and caused him to convert to Islam.
Despite seeking to spark an interfaith war, however, most of ISIS's victims are Muslims, especially Shiite Muslims for whom ISIS, which is Sunni Muslim, harbors a special animosity.
Muslims use the Quran and the Hadith, the codes of Muhammad, for guidance. The Prophet Muhammad once said, "Do not be envious of other Muslims. Do not overbid at auctions against another Muslim. Do not have malice against a Muslim. Do not go against a Muslim and forsake him. Do not make an offering during a pending transaction. O servants of Allah, be like brothers or sisters with each other. A Muslim is the brother or sister of another Muslim. Do not hurt him or her, or look down upon him or her, or bring shame on him or her. Piety is a matter of heart." The Prophet repeated this thrice. It is enough evil for a person to look down upon his Muslim brother or sister. The blood, property, and honor of a Muslim are inviolable to a Muslim. Some people think that all Muslims are bad, violent people. In truth, these violent Muslims are a corrupt part of the Muslim community and are not correctly following the laws of Islam.
I think that those stereotypes can be dangerous, but one way that I've learned to deal with the stereotypes and to combat those stereotypes is to get to know people. different people who follow Islam and ask them about what their beliefs are and what the different Islamic scriptures mean to them. But yeah, I think as long as we hold on to different stereotypes, we have an incomplete picture of just people in general.
الله أكبر الله